Places, everybody, places. Panda, you ready for your close-up?
I guess.
Little bro?
Ice Bear born ready.
It's showtime!
Welcome back to Director's Choice.
Nice ice, but with stripes. Whoa!
We've analyzed both Ice Bear and Panda Bear psychology, which leaves us with the leader of this ragtag group of brothers, Grizz Panda.
That's the best part. These bears should be held accountable. Their hijinks have gone on way too long.
Grizz is, you guessed it, a grizzly bear and is the oldest brother of the We Bears family. He's most known for his bombastic and outgoing attitude that helps this group of bears stick together. But is that all there is to this walking, talking grizzly bear? Is there more to his seemingly surface-level attitude and personality?
This is ridiculous.
You know what I think? You guys are jealous. I'll take my hibernation elsewhere.
Find out as we break down the psychology of Grizzly Bear. As all We Bear fans already know, Grizz has two adopted brothers named Panda Bear and Ice Bear. But what happened before he met his brothers? He hasn't known them the whole time he's been alive. We don't know much of Grizz's time before finding his brothers, but there are a few instances that may help us see into how and why his brain processes the way it does.
Okay, I just got a crazy idea. What if we kept this team thing going? What do you mean? You know, like we stick together.
The first instant of Grizz's life that we see him in is at the end of the episode titled Burrito. The scene starts in a severe storm with several official-looking people and firemen gathering around a tree. We hear a baby bear crying out from atop the tree, scared for his life. They hurry to try and get the cub down safely, sending one fireman up a ladder to get the small bear down. Once he reaches the bear, we see that it's Grizz. The fireman softly comforts Grizz before asking him to grab onto his arm so he can take the cub down to safety. Grizz grabs on tight and doesn't let go even when he's safe on the ground. Not too long after the traumatic tree incident, Grizz is adopted. However, he wasn't adopted by a family, but a TV network that wanted him to be an actor in their family sitcom. Grizz seems to consider and sees his co-stars as his real family. He would even go around and call them Mom, Dad, and Sis, and other actors play along by referring to Grizz as their brother and son. He really feels like part of the family. From there on, we aren't sure what happened to Grizz. The show was most likely canceled, as we do see that the show is having drops in ratings during the episode. Whatever the case may be, Grizz finds himself on the road, wandering from place to place to find his new home. He has been kicked from what he thought was his family and abandoned to fend for himself at an early age. But he still keeps his upbeat and wacky attitude.
We're sitting outside of a studio, and then somebody comes to me and asks me for a quarter, and I look at burrito.
Along the way, he meets Panda, who is stuck in the train track. Grizz tries to help him get out, but soon the two notice a train.
What? A train! What's that doing here?
Grizz says he's too weak to pull Panda out on his own, but doesn't leave him and instead calls for help. Ice Bear, who is attempting to eat eggs nearby, comes to their rescue to help. The three get away and promise to be bros for life. Being a childhood television personality seems like it might be a walk in the park, but it can really be a lot for a developing psyche. Grizz saw the limelight, popularity, and stardom at this early age, and I think it really changed his life. In the We Bear Bears movie, we learn that Grizz never learned to speak the bear language. This gives evidence that Grizz most likely didn't get to be a bear for very long. His only role models were the firefighters and then the Canadian TV series. Once the show was canceled, Grizz was on his own. He must have learned from his time as a cub that people have to like you for you to have your basic needs met. Once something is learned as a child, whether it be intentional or not, it's hard to unlearn. We see this pop up again in his adult life when he applies for Ultimate Hero Champion.
Hi, my name is Grizzly Bear, and this is my audition tape for Ultimate Hero Champion.
We can assume, based on Grizz's already explained past, that he has not had a stable family. He has lost his mother from an age where he can't remember her, was taken in by firefighters, and then quickly adopted by the television company. There, he has a fake family who he believes to be real, but they aren't. They even play along and state that he's just a kid and it's harmless, but their actions of playing along have probably been extremely harmful to the poor bear. Not only is he getting the wrong idea of what a stable family structure is, but he also won't develop many necessary emotional skills that you learn from a proper family relationship, as well as common problem-solving skills. We can see this track into his adult life as he always tries to protect his brother in wacky ways, similar to what you might see in a sitcom. We can also see that his bond for brotherhood with his adopted family is stronger than anything in Grizz's life.
Thanks, Emma.
Beep beep, coming through. Thanks, Mom. What are you gonna do now?
Oh, I'm off to do mom things, you know. Okay.
In the We Bare Bears movie, this single stability in Grizz's life is threatened by a government official who wants to separate the bears and send each back to their country of origin. While at first Grizz feels lost and unsure how to help, or even if he should, he soon realizes that he's Panda and Ice's big brother, and they're counting on him to save them. Using this newfound knowledge, Grizz is able to bend open his bars and make a daring escape to save his brothers. Throughout the movie, we see life take shot after shot at Grizz, and all the while, he keeps up his happy-go-lucky attitude. Nothing can get him down for long, and the bear continues to look at the positives despite their situation and Panda's attempts to make him realize how much of a mess they're in.
Hey, get down from there!
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Just need to go to the bathroom. I'll turn it off.
As soon as his bros are taken away, this fades and he is left with no emotions, no family, nothing. Grizz has struggled with getting a proper family for so long that he's now afraid that if he doesn't do everything in his power, it'll disappear just like every attempt he's ever made to have a family. This shows us that no matter what, Grizz seems to be content with life and its problems as long as his brothers are there by his side. That's sweet. Grizz has a need to help people, specifically his brothers. We can simply chalk this up as an attachment to learning that he needed people to please during his time on the television set in order to get both emotional support and physical needs. However, I feel that it stretches much farther than that, as it's not the only factor in play.
Now what?
During an episode entitled Escandalosos, we see that Grizz plays the big brother role for Panda and Ice Bear to a T. He talks to the strangers they meet, helps to quell Panda's anxiety, and tries to remain upbeat and cheerful for his brothers even in bad times. The big brother mentality at some point spread to his everyday life and can even be seen in the same episode when they meet an aspiring wrestler named Rodolfo. Rodolfo gets injured while practicing and cannot pay for his surgery. Grizz comes up with the plan that he and his brothers will enter an upcoming wrestling tournament in order to come up with the money that Rodolfo needs.
Rodolfo! Rodolfo!
Bienvenidos to the...
This shows that once again he believes that he needs to help Rodolfo. He sees this as his responsibility, and it's not just a phase he grows out of. He tries to help Ranger Tapes almost every time she asks for it. There is literally no one that Grizz wouldn't help as long as it doesn't hurt the family he's made. I don't think he even thinks twice before telling someone that'll help them. Hopefully Grizz will learn that setting boundaries and saying no on occasion is okay to do. Grizz is someone you can rely on. He's someone you can call your friend no matter what the situation. He had a rough childhood under the seemingly upbeat surface, but he has worked hard to get his lifelong dream, and he'll continue to work hard to keep it. He may get off track or distracted by popularity, stardom, or other interests that catch his eye, but his heart will always come back to his family. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us on this psychological breakdown of Grizz. What does family mean to you? Do you think the three brothers help to even each other out? Leave a comment below and let us know. Take a look at this other recent clip by Director's Choice, and make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified with our latest videos.